Hi guys, sorry I haven't made a video in a while, and that's due to me being busy, etc. So today I'm going to show you how to boost performance of your computer and clear any unwanted files. So here we are. So the first thing that we're going to do is install a program called CCleaner. And CCleaner is a free firmware which is easy to download. You probably have already seen it, but you probably haven't bothered to download it. So CCleaner is a freeware software, obviously, and it's a processing cleaning tool, and obviously the description is here. It works cleaning, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera, Safari. And this works on any operating system, obviously, except from Linux, because obviously that doesn't work on there. It works everything else, like Windows, Mac. I don't know what else is there, but I think that's the only two. So yeah. So basically, we want to download this. So I'll put the link in the description for this, obviously. So you click download latest version. And obviously you wait a second, and should load. By the way, this website is brilliant for any software you need to pick up. It's got everything from audio kind of players and antivirus protections, only for a limited amount of days, or they might be free. It's brilliant, this website. I do recommend it. So once that's loaded, downloaded I should say, hopefully in a second. Now this is downloaded, just click on it, as obviously I'm using Google Chrome. Takes a little while. There you go. Say yes to that. Right, it should unpack all the data, all the packaging, as it like to call it. So it should do that. It shouldn't take too long. There you go. Right, so select your language. Obviously mine will be English, yours might be something else. Click next, obviously, and all this stuff is it's up to you, basically. Personal preference, that's what I was about to say. I'm not going to add it to the start menu. I don't want it on the start menu because I'm obviously running Windows 8, and yeah, it looks kind of, yeah. These I recommend to keep on. It's very good if you just want to recycle something. If it's quite big, this can really get rid of it. And keep this one checked, because when there's an update, as soon as you open the program, it'll pop up saying, yeah, there's an update, go and get it, and it'll take you to their website. But the thing is, it will take you to, once you've trying to download it, there's two websites. You can go to their website or FileHippo, and I recommend to go to FileHippo anyway, because it's generally better. So then once you've choose your settings, then go install. Obviously you can read the details when it's downloading, etc. Yep. Installed now. Obviously keep that one checked so we can have a look at the program, or yeah, the software I should say. I would say no to that. Right, okay, so here it is. Here's the software, and I'm going to go through the settings that should be applied when using this when using this software. So obviously if you don't want to remove any saved passwords or any like saved email addresses when you do log on to Facebook or whatever, you can keep these unchecked if you want to, but in my case I'm going to keep these checked. Obviously it'll come up about saved passwords, and you will lose any saved passwords if you obviously apply this. And on the second tab you've got applications, so all the applications you've got on your computer that saves any kind of history or cache will obviously be on here. And I use mostly Google Chrome, so I'm going to keep Google Chrome, these three, unticked, because I like to keep my email address so I don't continuously have to type it in every time I log on to Facebook or whatever I go on. So I'm going to keep it like that. And then we've got Java, which I always keep ticked, and Game Explorer, definitely tick that. So now this should remove a lot of data, or unwanted data I should say, not personal data. This should get rid of that. You don't really want to tick network passwords, because obviously when you've typed in your password for your router that you've logged onto, if you tick that, that'll get rid of it, and then you have to retype it again. It's a pain in the ass, so don't bother. And we got other things here: wipe free space, custom files and folders, etc. This is all up to you, but I recommend them just to keep them unticked if you're unsure. Right, so then we come down to the registry. So this is a brilliant piece of software in the software, I should say. Registry. So if you uninstall certain applications or software or game, whatever you uninstalled, if this left anything behind or it didn't uninstall properly, this will fix it. This is a really good bit of software, I've got to admit. So the next one is tools. You can uninstall things from here, but I recommended just to go on, programs and features, and install programs from there instead of using software. If you've got anything starting up on the starting up, or as soon as you turn on your computer, you can enable them and disable them. Same like if there's anything in Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, any scheduled tasks, and obviously so forth. File finder. If you can't find a certain file that you're looking for, this can find it. System restore. If you've backed it up at a certain system restore point, as it likes to call it, then you can go back to it if you messed up in anywhere. This is great if you want to free up space on your hard drive, so it basically gets rid of any temporary files. Basically does everything for you instead of going, I don't know, Windows R and then type in %temp %, and then that'll bring up your temporary files and then delete them from there. This does it all for you, so you don't need to do that. This is the beauty of this software, and it's really user friendly, and you don't have to do that. Options. Right, we're going to go on settings. So these are the settings I like to keep on. I usually have this on secure file deletion. It's a little bit slower, but it gets rid of a lot more data than keep clicking all the time. So I usually put this on 7 passes, so it goes through 7 times in one click. So this is a good thing. Wipe alternative data streams and wipe cluster tips. That's a good thing. Cookies. Search any cookies. So any websites you go on, I guess it's there. I'm unsure. This is for advanced users. This is the advanced users bit. And yeah, only delete. No, we're gonna delete that one. We're gonna untick that one. Sorry. You can close the program after cleaning, but not all the time it'll clean everything. You've got to do it a few times in order to clean everything. It should say 0.00 megabyte or gigabyte or whatever once it's removed everything. If one of the settings are not ideal for you and you've forgotten where which one you've enabled and which one you disabled, you can click restore default settings, but I'm not going to do that. So now once we've set this all up, it's really relatively easy to set up. All you need to do is click run now, and this will come up your first time, and obviously this will get annoying after a while if this keeps coming up, so press do not show me again and then press OK. Now this should take a little while. If it does, I will resume back to when it's finished. So yeah, this gets rid of loads of data. It's really good, especially unwanted data. It's brilliant. And as I said, there's temporary files. It's getting rid of the temporary files that you would usually do by going into the percent, 10%, and then select them all and then get rid of them. This does it for you. This is an excellent piece of software. I do recommend to keep this. It is a good bit of software from Perfomace. Thumbs up to them. I've been using this for a couple of years now, on every single laptop or computer, whatever I've used, and it's a really good bit of software, I've got to admit. There's pro version. There's a pro version out there. I think it costs something like 30 quid, which is not too bad for a bit of software, but to me, I don't see what's the point of it. I only use it generally. The pro version I'm not too sure about. I haven't looked into it yet. By the way, if you've got any browsers open, it'll ask you to close it because it won't clean the cache on that particular browser, so you would have to close it, but in this case I'm not going to close it because I'm going to go back to it later. So yeah, that should skip doing that, and then whatever else you got on there will obviously delete Windows Defender. So there you go, it removed 88.3 megabytes, and that's really good. I gotta admit, that's really good. And that's just temporary files, even thumbnail cache, that's quite surprising as well. And other different streams and other different programs and browsers, whatever. Then run it again. You've got to run it a few times. I know it seems tedious, but it eventually gets there in the end anyway. Yeah, so you keep doing this until that list is empty. Once the list is empty, you can carry on to the registry afterwards. Obviously I'm going to say no to that, and if I do see something about Google Chrome and it's been skipped, then that means I've skipped it and it won't be deleted until I say yes to close the browser. So it's going through it again. It's really good software. I do recommend it highly. So there you go. And once it goes down to 1 byte, then you don't have to press it again. It's pretty pointless. So now we're going to go to registry, and registry, obviously, as I said, it gets rid of, well, doesn't get rid of, it fixes anything that is corrupted when it was uninstalling, or there's left files behind, or any sort of application paths that is left. This will get rid of them and fix them, etc. So we're going to scan for issues. And this is just scan through anything that or the whole, not the whole programs files on your C drive, and see if there's anything, any applications left, and it hasn't installed properly, and if there's any installers that have been there and it hasn't taken it away. This will get rid of it, in theory. So I haven't really installed a lot of applications, or haven't uninstalled, I should say. So there shouldn't be not a lot, or anything for that matter. So yeah, and yeah, it hasn't found anything. So whatever applications I uninstalled, they uninstall properly, which is good. It's good. I would show you the next application, which is called Defragler, and Defragler is defragmentation as you normally have on Windows. So if you go into Start, oh god, if you go into Start, and usually you would find it, so you type in defrag, and there it is, defrag. Oh, that's the wrong defrag. Oops. Defrag, and that'll be in settings, obviously, for Windows. Bollocks. Why does it not come up? But anyway, you know what I mean. You've been to it before. It's defragmentation. It basically, if there's any gaps, I will show you this in another video because it gets a bit more detailed, and this video will be quite long. So yeah, I do recommend this software highly. This gets rid of any what's its name, history, cache of any programs that you've got on there or any applications, and this gets rid of it and any cache or the history. It's really recommended. You probably may have seen in computing magazines, they do recommend it highly. It's a brilliant bit of software, and it's easy, simple to use. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry again for not making a lot of videos. I've been quite busy recently, and hopefully you all having a great summer. So